Everybody.
Perfect. 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 All right, guys, welcome back to The Peak. We are here with another amazing artist today. This is Nonchalant Nat. Okay. And what
Yeah.
type of music would you say you make, Nat?
Type of music I make mainly I mainly make pop and R&B music because those are my two favorite genres of music. Um I mean, but I also have like a couple like rap songs and stuff like that that I've made and that I have released. Um and I also have like I got a few country songs too, because I just like all different types of music. But the two main genres that I do stick to and that I just love to make is pop and R&B music.
Yeah, pop and R&B. And so when it comes to the rap music that you've made, how did those songs come about? Like, because if you're a pop and an R&B artist per se, then
hmm
how do you get in the booth and start rapping? Did the song just need it, or what happened there?
so that's an interesting question because I remember I made I think what was my first rap song that I've made. The first rap song that I've made is on my first album called The Triumph, and the song is called MFC. So basically, MFC stands for so basically my friend, she has a business. She sells bracelets and earrings and necklaces and all that. So the MFC stands for Madison's Fabulous Creations. So I remember me and her was on the phone one day, and we was just talking about how like we can support each other and stuff. And she was like, maybe she can make like a bracelet or necklace, like, and it can like go along with like what I got going on in my brand. And then I told her, I was like, maybe I can make like a little theme song for like your business when you get to a website upload and all that stuff. So she was like, she was all for it. So I started looking up. I started looking at different sounds of what I could play with because, like I said, when I first started music in 2023, um, like taking it serious, I should say, um, I was just sticking to the I was just sticking to pop. It
Right.
wasn't R&B wasn't even in the question. So then I got into R&B, and then I heard this one beat, and I just I started flowing on it. Like I wasn't because I'm not really much of like a freestyler. Like I like to write stuff and then do it. No shade to nobody that uh that freestyles or whatever, but that's a talent. But I remember just hearing it and just like trying to think of different things that is related to her brand and talk about all of that in the song. So and then I wrote it, then recorded it, and then I released it as a single first on her birthday as like a surprise, and then like I put it on my album because I'm like, well, I like it, so I'm gonna just throw it on there. And yeah, so and ever since I made that MFC song, that's when I started like I'm like, yo, like I like this. This is sort of like it's a way. It's like you can't stay too comfortable. It's good to step out your comfort zone a little bit, and rapping was a thing that I really wasn't comfortable with. But then the more I start to do it, the more that I improve on it. But I much rather like to sing because that's how I can express myself and get uh my feelings out more. But but so
Definitely.
that's how that came about. That's how that came
Yeah.
about basically.
And so those bracelets that you have on, those are her bracelets. Those are Madison's.
Uh, actually, no. The bracelets are in my jewelry cabinet because I wear
Yeah.
bracelets all the time. But no, these are not actually her bracelets. I
Okay.
wish if I knew I was gonna talk about that song, I would have wore it. But it's
Yeah.
in my jewelry box, and yeah, these are just bracelets that I bought.
100%. It's good to support your homies like that, especially to make her a theme song. You know what I'm saying? That's big.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to like making songs for companies, which is, that's basically what you did. Have you done anything else along those lines?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
I have not. I would love to, but I'm just gonna like I don't like to force things. I don't like to yeah, I don't like to force things. I don't like to let things happen when they're not supposed to. Like I just, you know, everything will fall into place the way it needs to when it needs to.
Right.
But I would love to though. Like a lot of the songs that I drop, a lot of people tell me like it sounds like it could be like on a soundtrack for a movie or a TV show or a video game or something along those lines. I always get those type of compliments, and it feels that much better because I don't expect it. You know,
Right.
where I don't expect people to say that. Like I just make the music that I like to make and drop it. This is
Right.
along with my YouTube. Like I make the videos that I make and I play the games that I want to play because I genuinely just like to do it. I
Right.
don't do it to seek out a brand deal or a label to sign me or
Right.
a famous artist to have me feature on their songs or whatever. Like, I mean, that would be cool, but that's not what I'm chasing. Like, I'm doing this because I really like it, and it just it's a way for me to it's a way for me to it's an outlet. It's an outlet for me. So yeah, but I mean, I would
100%.
love to though. If it came about like a deal or something like that came about, oh yeah, I'll read it, see what it is, because you can't accept everything. But you know,
We're definitely going to get to, the top of that mountain that you're climbing there. We're chilling here on the peak and we're with
hmm
Nonchalant Nat. We're vibing. And this is ultimately a pop and R&B artist who also can do the rapping as well. And are you a person that watches movies, Nat? Do you watch more movies, shows, or anime?
I watch. Usually I watch. What's it called? I watch. I watch. I'm more of a
Yeah.
movie guy. I'm more of a
Okay.
movie guy. I mean, I watch TV shows, of course, too,
Hmm.
but I catch myself watching more movies. I never really got into anime that much. Not to say that it's bad, but I never really. I mean, other than like Dragon Ball Z and what's that shit? I mean, what's that called? Hunter X Hunter.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. Um, and this one anime, I forgot what it was called, but I dipped into it, but I wouldn't say like I'm a huge anime fan to the point where it's like we can have a conversation about it. I could say, you know what I mean. So,
Right.
yeah. So I would say I'm more of a movie, TV show type of person.
100%. And so when it comes to the movies, we're just talking about making these theme songs. This is a crazy question, but do you have a movie recently that you've watched where you're like, I wish I could have had a song in that movie? My type of music fits perfect for this theme.
Uh, I'm trying to think. A movie that I've watched recently. Um, because I'm not gonna lie, lately I've been watching a lot of Tyler Perry movies. I don't know why, but lately I've been watching a lot of Tyler Perry movies. Like yesterday, I just got done watching Tyler Perry Acronomy, or
Oh
how
yeah.
with Taraji P Henson in it.
Hmm.
Uh, I recently just watched that, and I think that movie that was one that I recently watched, but uh I don't know about a movie, but a video game, I would say that I have a song perfect for that. So it's this game called Spider-Man 2. It's been out for a year, and I have a song called Greater Together,
Yeah.
and I think that song would fit. Even though the game has already been out, I don't know how that works. I don't know if they can add soundtracks after a game has been out. I don't think they
Yeah.
could do that,
Yeah.
but and I made the song like a month after the game came out, but even still, I think I'm like I was after me because I play the game all the time. Like I'm a Spider-Man fan. I play the game all the time, so that I feel like that song would fit perfectly into that. But a TV show or movie, I mean, I have songs, but I can't think of a movie right now to
Right. And
for
so
what like
you're talking about a song like Better Together. And so overall, what is a message or the major emotion that you're hoping to convey through your music?
The message I would like, cause I talk about different things in my song that I've been through, and that I've overcame, and that I've that I persevered through. So, but the overall message, I would basically say that, like, because I don't, yeah, I'm an artist, but I'm also a human, and I'm also a person that goes through things like everybody else, and I'm flawed, and I'm not perfect. Um, so the overall message I really try to convey is that, like, if I could do it, you could do it. It might be it's hard. I know it's hard, and it might be dark times, and you going through the storm right now, but there's the light. Everything comes to light. Everything will there. There's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel, and you gonna get through it. And yeah, you gonna be all right. So
Like Kendrick said,
not to sound not to sound insensitive, but
right,
you gonna be all right. Like it's
100%.
okay.
And so,
So
talking about
yeah,
those struggles, what are some of the biggest challenges that you face as an emerging artist when it comes to the world of artistry?
like music wise or like in my life wise.
I would say, a little bit of both. If it comes to hard things behind the mic, like I can't get this certain feeling or word out, but also
Uh,
in real life, when it revolving around music, like it was hard to go to the studio because I didn't have this, I didn't have that, like those type of things.
okay. Okay. I want to make sure that yeah, outside of music, I would say heartbreak. I've been in a toxic relationship before. Uh, and it was also times where I didn't have a job I had no money, so I couldn't go to the studio to pay for the studio time and stuff like that. Uh, what else? It also came down to me not knowing how to do certain things. Like I didn't know how to make my own cover art for certain songs that I put, or every song that I put out. Um, I didn't. I always knew how to make content and like stay consistent with it because I've been on YouTube since 2020. So I was about like I was like 17. So yeah. I always knew how to like stay consistent with content and make it and all that stuff. Come up with ideas. Um, but yeah, I would just say like heartbreak and just being broke and not it being in like a dark, like not a dark place, but like a a hard spot. Uh, what else? Just yeah, that's and just the feeling of like of people like feeling like even though I know there's people in my life that support what I'm doing, but feeling like there's nobody like there's no one there to support me. Like I'm just in this by myself, and
Right.
sometimes it could get like that. When people post like their music or their reels, whatever, and it only gets like maybe like 5 to 7 likes or 5 to 10 likes. But say like their favorite artist post that gets hundreds of thousands of millions of likes and shares. Oh, they quick to share that. But when they see somebody that's trying to get into that same spot as their favorite artist, oh, you don't want to support it from the ground up. You just want the finished product. And having that feeling as well, like it hurts, but at the same time, again, I'm doing this because I genuinely like to make music and to be on YouTube and make content for that. So
Yeah.
I don't let it like stop me, but at the same time, I'll be lying to you if I said it doesn't cross my mind though.
Right. I mean, we see you turning that pain into purpose, making that profit from
Mhm.
passion because your third most liked song on Spotify is Alone. That is your one of your most popular songs. And so,
Yeah.
you take those moments and it comes out gold. And so tell us about Alone, when that was written, when that was recorded, and that time. Where did that come from?
Okay, so Alone, I'm glad that I really do like that's like one of my favorite songs that I've made. So Alone, I wrote that. When did I write that? I think I want to say I wrote it in like August. and then I released it in September. Yeah, I have to say I wrote it in like I want to say I wrote it in August because it came out like a little like a couple months after I released my deluxe album of my like of my second album, Nashville on That
Mm.
versus Naturel. Um, I released it after that deluxe, but basically, when I was writing that song, I was like I said, like sometimes I feel like I'm alone when I'm doing everything that I'm doing, but in that song, like I like the message that I was trying to that I feel like that I sent pretty well was you don't have to feel alone. Everybody goes through something, whether it's what I'm talking about or it's something completely different. But it's okay. Like it's okay to feel your emotions, and it's okay to feel the way you feel, and you don't have to feel alone throughout that process. You're not the only one that's going through it. It might feel like it, but you're not. You're not alone, and it's okay to feel what you feel, and it's okay to express it. And someone will be there. Someone will show up for you. Someone will be there for you even when you feel like there's nobody there. So with that song alone, that's how that came about. I was trying to take what I'm feeling, but write it in like the third person, not just like to myself. Because one thing that I always see it with artists like nowadays. Why am I saying nowadays? But the one thing that I see a lot with artists, especially upcoming ones, is now, yes, it is your song, it is your record, but at the same time, you're making it to put it out for the world. So, yeah, it's your song. You can make it about you, but you could tell when somebody's just making it for them and then that's it.
Right.
Now, that could be subjective because I mean, I don't know, like you can make music for everybody, but it's not really like recommended in my eyes. Um, But yeah, so I'm not saying that I make music for everybody because I know my genre. Just the simple fact of the genre of music that I make, everybody is not into pop music.
Right.
Everybody not into that. I genuinely love that, but everybody isn't into that. So, but again, going on track, alone, I try to write it in the third person to where it's like I'm trying to like talk for or sing for someone
Right.
and not just for myself, even though this is everything that I'm feeling. So yeah, that's how alone came about.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly how you're supposed to make music. You're supposed
Yeah.
to it can be for you, but you gotta also realize you're not the only one listening. You know what I mean? Like you
Exactly.
gotta make it
Exactly.
relatable a little bit. Like when you're talking to someone, you don't just talk to them like you're talking to yourself. You
Yeah.
talk to them like you're talking to them. You use um, the grammar. You're talking to someone. So that's
Yeah.
definitely how you got to present it in the music because that's going to make people more susceptible to loving the music, it
Mhm.
resonating with them. You know what I mean? So that's super
Mhm.
important. And so I feel like you're
Mhm.
already accomplishing so much. But what are the goals for your artistic career? Do you want to get signed? Like, what's the move?
Honestly, honestly, uh, like I said, I have a genuine passion for what I'm doing. Really, the whole goal is just to become wealthy off of everything that I'm doing, music, YouTube, all of that. That's the whole goal. Is just to become wealthy off of it. I'm not saying be rich, but to be wealthy and to keep it, to stay in like a place where I don't have to. Well, I mean, like, not to say that this is the only thing that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. I'd be lying to you if I said it was. But I know by the end goal is to excuse me, is to become wealthy off of everything that I'm doing. So, and of course, like I would love to like play show play shows, and I played shows before, but like I mean like at like stadiums and venues and stuff like that, and go on tour. I would love to do that. It looks fun to do. Meet
Yeah,
people that like support me, it's like my supporters and stuff like that. Take pictures and see how and like listen to them and how like my music impacted their life. Because that's always like a good feeling as an artist for somebody to not only like your music and not only like your music, and people even say like when they watch my videos on YouTube, their day goes a little bit better, and that's that's really great. Like I really feel honored when people tell me that. So all of that will be good too. Um, Getting signed though, I'm not too fond of that. Uh,
And is that because of the deals that are going out? Like, what if somebody gave you a favorable deal? What is a situation where you would want to be signed?
the only way I want to be signed is if it favors the both of us fairly. Like I'm not about to be I'm not about to do no 80-20, uh 95-15, 90-10,
95.
95-5. I'm not doing that. Like hell no. Nah. Like what
Yeah.
I don't know if I could say that, but I'm sorry, but no, like that's not happening. Like I'm not about to. And then on top of that, a lot of now this is I know this is not every record label, but some of them be wanting to change your sound. They want you to fit the what do you call it, the
The mold.
yeah, they
Yeah.
want you to they want you to fit in with the type of artist that they want you to be,
Right.
instead of. Now I'm not saying that I like I'm not saying like let's say Chris Brown, right? Let's say Chris Brown. He been in the game for 20 years. If he was to come up to me and be like and give me some constructive criticism about like my music and how I should go about it without like trying to completely change me, I would listen to him. I would listen to him. I would take his advice. But I feel like the thing with labels is, and again, not every label, but a lot of them, they just they want to change you. Like they want to change how you sound, how you look. And I'm not doing that. Like I'm not about to be a puppet for y'all's uh, label or the industry. I'm not doing that. I'm not selling my soul. I'm not doing none of that. Like I'm still gonna be the same person that I've been my entire life, and it's not about to change just because of some money or a piece of paper
Right.
or a song that blows up that I don't even like, but everyone else does. Like I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think that's a
So
lot of
again,
people where a song blows up that they don't really, that wasn't really the song they wanted to blow up, you know?
exactly
And then
like
they have to
that's
go on that route. They have to follow that song, you know?
yeah, like no, that's what I mean. Like I'm not doing it needs to be fair or fairly, and again and they might try to take advantage of me of how young I am too. So that's not happening. No.
That's a
No.
good, I like the mindset, you know, so that's the exact mindset you should have.
Like
Um,
just because I'm in my early 20s doesn't mean that I don't know nothing. Like that I don't read up on stuff, that I don't follow up on how the industry is going and how it's been for probably like the last decade or so. Like no.
right.
So I rather, like I'm not saying I don't, like I'd rather feel better knowing that I've done this with like either independently or with a very small group of people that I really trust, and I feel better knowing that like we did this or I did this and it worked out without the push of a label or of of the industry that inevitably changed me, because
Right.
that's not where I'm at. No.
Yeah. And
So
so that brought up
yeah,
a twofold question. And the first thing I'm going to ask is, and so you say that, you know, one of the biggest goals is to just become wealthy off of your art, you know, for people to
yeah,
respect it in a way that gets you money. And honestly, the best art gets money. That's just how it is. A lot of people will try to be like, oh, he
yeah,
only wants the money, but the money gonna come regardless if the art is
yeah.
good. And so my question to you is, as an independent, you know, tell us about what was a time where you have gained financially with your team as an independent. You know, what's something you can look back on and be like, I need to replicate that. This is why we do it. That was good. Let's keep doing that. Where you didn't need a label to make money off of the music. Has that happened for you yet? You don't have to disclose the amount or anything like that, but at least the time that it happened.
Uh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I remember when I dropped my second album, Nonchalant versus Natural, and again, it was just me. It was I had no team, and I still don't, but I don't have no team, and I, ain't- you know, I, it was just me and the support of my loved ones and my close people that's in my life that's close to me. Um, so I was making the music, stuff like that. Made the cover art, made everything. All the videos to promote it, to push it out, and to get it heard, and everything. Put in little snippets of my songs and my YouTube videos just to promote it even more. All of that, it was all me. So seeing, I guess, like for me is like seeing. I mean, I made a little bit of money off of it. It ain't nothing crazy. It ain't like millions of dollars, but it was a little something. But what really got me was not just like the little bit of money that I made, but to see people like genuinely want to engage in like what I got going on outside of music and like check out my YouTube um and yeah just want to engage with me. I feel like that's what was an accomplishment for me because when I dropped my first album, that was the first one that was um a test run, if you will, just to show that I can do it and just to show that like I can make a body of work in a number of songs and do it like that. But the second one was when like I was actually like going through stuff and feeling like that I could talk about it, but if I talk about it, I won't stop. So with a song, like I could just break it down into maybe like 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes and just get the main parts out. But seeing people really like love it the way they did and like listen to it and tell me that like I remember I got like DMs on Instagram and TikTok messages and people subscribing to my YouTube and telling me that they really love the music. That's the thing that really got to me the most. Um is just like the engagement behind it, and that's what inevitably pushed me to make a deluxe version because I think I remember I posted like a poll on like my Instagram story, and I was like, "Y'all want a deluxe to this album or not?" And a lot of people said, a couple people said no, but a lot of them said yes. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go with the vast majority amount." And then I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna really make a deluxe, I ain't just gonna put like 5, 6, 7 songs. No, I'm gonna give y'all a deluxe. So like I said, first it started with 12. Now it has, and then I put like 23 more new songs on there, so it
Yeah.
can last them for the summer, and to really get the people what they wanted. And then when that deluxe hit, you know, people was liking it even more, and then people like you that asked me to be on their different what's called interviews, podcasts, whatever. They was hitting me up and even trying to make a deal with me, which I respectfully declined. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is the engagement behind it is what really got me. That felt like more of a reward than what any money could do, but the money was good too. I'd be lying to you if I said it wasn't, but still, uh, just like the people like really resonating with it and really genuinely loving it. That's what got me. So
Right. And so yeah, I definitely can understand that because I'm also a streamer. I've been streaming for about 7 years now, and
wow.
I feel like it's nothing better than dropping music and then going live for people in your community to be like, "Hey, bro, I just heard that song you dropped and it was hard."
Mm-hmm.
Like that
Mm-hmm.
feeling is crazy. And so, only a
Yeah.
couple more questions. But do you feel like how has streaming or going and doing YouTube in your case, how has that helped you build a community for the art? Or has it been the other way around? Have you made music that has brought people to YouTube, or has the YouTube brought people to music? Of course, it's probably both, but like, which one is
Uh,
more?
it was more YouTube than it was because I started making music after like my third year of being on YouTube.
Hmm.
Or no, not my yeah, it was my third. Yeah, yeah, it was my third year. Um, so yeah, it was. So I made music like well after like I started because like I said I started YouTube in 2020, so I was like 17, and I built that from the ground up. I had no subscribers, no videos, no likes, no shares, no nothing. I had nothing, and then I started like posting videos. I think like every week, I think or something like that, and seeing like people really engage with it and stuff like that. Now, when I first got into YouTube, I was like, I want to post everything. I want to post vlogs, mukbangs, pranks, challenges, game videos. I want to do everything. But once I really tried to do it, I'm like, okay, there's no way I can do this. Like, I need to pick one thing, one to two things, and stick with that. So then I was like, okay,
What were
well, I
those
really
one to
like
two
playing the.
things you picked? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was getting ready to say that. So the two things that I picked was I love playing the video game, and I also like making reaction videos. So I was like, okay, I'll stick to those two, and just build off of that. So I've been making gaming and reaction videos, gaming and reaction video content since 2020, and started from 0 subscribers, and now I think I'm at like 3,000 something, like
See,
3.6, 3.6K, I want to say. So,
what's bigger, gaming or reacting?
gaming for sure.
Yeah.
Gaming for
Wow.
sure. I love like I've been playing the game since I came out the womb.
Yeah.
I remember my mom, she had bought me a Game Boy. That was the first thing I had. And then she got me a Wii. No, no, she got me a DS, then she got me a Wii. And then Xbox 360, PS4. Then I bought my PS5. Recently, just got a PC because that's what I edit my videos on. Uh, so yeah, so I've been gaming my entire life. So I would say that's more of it. But I would like I will drop a reaction video here and there and stuff like that. But yeah, gaming is more of like the niche that I was sticking to.
Right.
Um, so yeah, but and to answer your other question, people once I started making music and talking about it on my YouTube, that's when my YouTube community went over to check out what the music sounded like, and they liked it. And once I started dropping more records and dropping more songs and stuff like that, and gotten better and was familiar with my sound and how I want to sound, that's when they were like, okay, like he's doing both, but he's not just doing both because you got your YouTube creators that also make music too, but it'd be trash.
Yeah.
But so no shade to nobody, but it should be asked.
Yeah.
Um, and so when they saw that it was actually something good, they were like, oh, he's doing both. Okay, I'm a. So once I really saw that, I'm like, oh, so yeah. But it was more people coming from my YouTube to the music, and then now that I've been doing music for almost 2 years, and I've gotten like a couple people to really like my music, they like, oh, he does YouTube as well. So now it's both ways. But when I first started, it was YouTube to.
Right. And so, what's next for Nonchalant Nat? What's the next thing we can expect from the music and from the YouTube? Let's separate it.
All right, so for the music, y'all can expect my third album to drop early this year. I'm working on it right now. It's almost complete, and I got a photo shoot for it like next month. So, y'all can expect. So for the music side, y'all can expect my third album to drop. I can't give y'all the date, but it's gonna drop early 2025. I'll give y'all a month. I'll say March. March of 2025, y'all can expect my third album to drop. And music, not music, YouTube wise, currently I'm uploading this game called Little Nightmares. It's really interesting, and it was highly requested from a lot of people to have me play that game. So I'm uploading Little Nightmares right now, and yeah, so we locked in with that. And then after Little Nightmares, I'll probably post another poll and to see what y'all want to see. Like I might do Life is Strange 2. I might or not Life is Strange 2. Little Nightmares 2, or I might do Life is Strange, Sifu. I know there's a new Assassin's Creed game coming out in March, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But definitely just more games on the way for YouTube. And my third album will be dropping in March of this year. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. Really excited about that.
Yeah, we are as well, man. We're ready for the new projects, the future plans on the YouTube, the new games, the new Assassin's Creed, the Life is Strange gameplay. Like we're here for. Where can they
Mhm.
find you?
Like okay, so y'all okay, so all my socials, y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Uh, I don't know if y'all got Facebook. I probably don't. And I don't blame you if you don't. But y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok because that's what I'm most active on at Nonchalant Nat. Everything is Nonchalant Nat, everybody. I hope y'all are hearing me. Everything is Nonchalant Nat. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everything is Nonchalant Nat. Nothing has changed. Everything is Nonchalant Nat. And oh yeah, and it's if y'all want to check out my music as well, um, to just get a feel of how I sound and what type of music I make and you know stuff like that. Y'all can check. I'm on all streaming platforms, including YouTube, uh, at Nonchalant Nat. So Apple Music, Nonchalant Nat, Spotify, Nonchalant Nat, YouTube, Nonchalant Nat, all the streaming services, Nonchalant Nat. Everything is Nonchalant Nat.
I was gonna say that
I
sound like
have
the
to,
next album name.
I have to
Everything is
reiterate that.
nonchalant. That sound like the next
It,
album name.
I'm still thinking of names for it. I'm
Yeah,
still thinking of names for.
that's it. Everything is
I have a
nonchalant.
whole list. I
You could be
have
like
a
A
whole list
Boogie.
for it, but I don't know. I don't know
You know
yet.
how A
We'll see.
Boogie he'll always put like his name in the title of the things. A Boogie
Oh
versus
yeah,
artist, something like that. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you kind of could do that. You want a nonchalant nat versus natural. Everything is nonchalant nat, and you're nonchalant nat
Oh
too.
yeah. I just I got, but again, my second album is already called Nonchalant Nat
Oh
versus
yeah,
Natural, but maybe I could do a second part of it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll
right,
see. Y'all just gonna have to stay tuned. I can't give y'all everything right now.
right.
Y'all just gonna have to stay tuned. But for the ones that really do want to check out my music, like I said, I'm on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything. Um, YouTube, and of course, if you want to check out the content on YouTube as well, it's also nice on that. If you want, and if y'all want to follow me on this journey, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Nonchalant underscore, and I think TikTok is getting banned. I don't know how true that is, but I'm still about to let it be known that I'm on TikTok, nonchalant.net, uh, and I don't know if y'all ever heard of this app called Lemon 8, but I'm also on there at nonchalant. So,
Mhm.
because if TikTok really is getting banned, I'm gonna be more active on that. So, um, yeah. So that's yeah.
Amazing, amazing. No, it was great sitting down and talking with you. I'm gonna go listen to the album again. I listened to the first one, but haven't gotten a chance to get through the entire deluxe because it's a lot of songs. So I'm breaking it
No,
down. I'm
I
digesting
know.
it.
I know it's a lot
Yeah,
of songs,
it's
and
good.
it's
It's
not
gonna
meant to
last me
be.
though.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's why
last me. Right,
that's why I put that much because it's not meant to be finished in one sitting.
right.
It's not meant for that.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful that you checked it out, and I'm very grateful that I was able to do this interview with you and to interact with everybody in the chat. What they be saying now? Chat. so but yeah, so I'm happy about that. And like I said, from people in the comments and the community and stuff like that, if y'all want to go check me out, everything nonchalant that the music, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything.
I need that on the merch. Everything nonchalant.
Uh,
You feel me, bro? Come
Yo,
on, give me a hat,
you
a
giving
bucket hat, or
you
something.
giving me you giving me ideas, bro. You giving me ideas.
That's a slogan. I
Definitely
can
giving
hear
me
it.
ideas.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so yeah, I appreciate this. Appreciate y'all. And again, if y'all wanna, if I'm on everything, so I have to reiterate that because no shade, but people's attention spans are very low. So I have to reiterate that. But yeah, so again, I'm very grateful. Thank you for this opportunity because usually I don't usually get opportunities like this. Not to say that like it makes me like upset or nothing like that, but it just doesn't happen. So when you had hit me up that day, I was a little skeptical about it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was skeptical about it,
That's the
but then
internet.
I was like, I was like, you know what? Let's just try it. Let's just see how it goes. And I'm glad that I went through with it.
No, I think it's going to
So
be great. We're going to chop this up. We're going to get the footage over to you. But thank you for coming through, vibing out with us. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Make sure you guys are following him on all platforms, Nonchalant Nat. If you can't find it, add that underscore at the end, and you will.
yeah.
But that's
and then
everything,
on
man.
and then on TikTok, you can't find me on there. Add the dot in between nonchalant and that. And then the music, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything is nonchalant that. Um, yeah, my YouTube content nonchalant that. Everything is me. Everything is nonchalant that. So yeah.
I need it on the merch. I need the shirt, bro. Everything is Nonchalant Nat.
We
Come
have to work
on.
something out. We gonna have to work. We have to work something out. We have to work something out.
Yeah, man. But amazing time, bro. And we'll check back in on you. Maybe another interview sooner or later. When
For
another
sure, for
project
sure.
drops, so we can tap back
Maybe
and
when
see the
my third
progress.
album drop, we could talk about getting back on here and just talk
Right.
about the album and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Sounds good, man. Well, till next time. Thank you to everybody that came through. Again, you're watching The Peak. This was Nonchalant Nat. I'm Don Father. I'm closing it out, guys.
Yes,
Perfect,
sir.
perfect, perfect. All right, Nat. I'm gonna go get
Perfect.
some water because I didn't get any water. I didn't bring any water for this
Yeah,
interview.
I'm gonna go use the bath. I'm about to
Bro.
go use the bath. I'm about to
All
go
right,
use the
my boy.
bathroom.
I'm gonna fuck with you, Toy.
All right,
Till
gang.
next time, bro.